I just finished watching the Mario movie, guys, and honestly, it's a little bit weird. I've been seeing a lot of reviews for this, pretty low reviews from critics, like always, but even like mixed reviews from like the audience, and I'm kind of I went into this movie with an open mind, and honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed, especially with how well I thought the first movie was. So let's just talk about it for a little bit. I'm gonna make the first half of this review a spoiler-free review, while I make the second half more spoiler-heavy. Anyways, let's just hop on into this review. I wanna first discuss why I enjoyed the first Mario movie, really. The first Mario movie to me felt like a bundle of fun. It felt like a true homage to the series. It felt properly paced. I felt like I loved Mario's arc in the entire movie. I think it was a really good arc and it kept me engaged for the most part. I like the fight scenes. I think the animation looks incredible. I think the general struggle of Mario joining the Mushroom Kingdom, while Mario games don't really have a story, I was invested in that story, right? So I love that about it. I also just love it. It felt like a true homage. I don't know how else to explain. It felt like a true homage. While there is flaws, obviously, for the movie, like it's still a very simple movie. It's still not a very it's like there's nothing to wow. It's nothing wow factor, but it's just a good homage to Mario fans. I felt like the movie was fun. It just felt like a fun movie overall. Now let's talk about the second movie. And the second movie is a little fresh on my mind since I just finished watching it. As of the recording of this, it's probably like 3 hours after. So honestly, I'm gonna start with the pros real quick. I think this movie looks a lot better than the first one, and I don't even know how that's possible because the first one looks incredible. The settings are amazing. The world is incredible. I think the world building is excellent. I think the soundtrack's excellent. I think the fight scenes, in terms of not even how they look, how they're choreographed, fantastic looking, right? Also, I'll give a huge nod to the characters. I think there's no real annoying character in this movie, which both a good and a bad thing. I think every character was at least minimally tolerable. So I think that I would say that is generally a plus. That's pretty much it in terms of the positives though. I feel like this movie, falls off for me. Like, let's start off with, I think, the biggest problem in the movie, and it's not even close, the pacing. The pacing is so laughably fast. It's like, it's basically equivalent to me doom scrolling, right? I'm doomed, like, say I'm like on Instagram Reels, I'm on TikTok, right? This movie, every time something happens, like for example, like every time, say there's like a moment happening, you just immediately switch maybe 40 seconds to the next moment. And people are saying, oh, the first half pacing wasn't that bad. It was a whole movie. The whole movie, this pacing problem was a thing, right? And this pacing problem killed my enjoyment for the movie, mainly because you are never really attached to anything. Like, I would say the first movie, I was attached to Mario because Mario was he has a character arc, right? He has a character arc, and it felt even though it wasn't the best character arc, it was something for me to latch on to. Mario doesn't even feel like a main character here. It feels so weird. There's no real story. Like, I know this is a Mario, and Mario games don't have that much story, but it's a movie. You need to express a written, cohesive story. And granted, the story is there. It's just not fun because of the pacing. And then my other big issue with this movie is that there's too many. I think this movie put too many references to the point where it's like it just completely ruins all meaning, right? Like, I think the first movie, I think it was solid with its references. I think it had good references, but it didn't overly blow up the movie with references, which I personally liked. This movie, they put too many, not even Mario references, they put too many Nintendo references, and I'm all in for Nintendo references. I think you sprinkle them in, it's fine. It's like you put salt and pepper, you sprinkle a little salt and pepper, and you don't put the whole container of salt in your food and expect it to taste good. It's not gonna taste good. I'm about to do some spoilers so I can make my points more clear. So if you want to skip to this timestamp and see my review and my overall score, then do that. Now let's get the one big meme out the way. Rosalina gets no screen time and gets less screen time than Fox McCloud. Like, are you serious? a cameo appearance gets more minutes than the driving force in the movie, right? And not even that, this whole backstory thing with Rosalina and Peach that they were trying to push, it didn't do anything because the pacing ruined it. The pacing was too fast, did not want to stick with it, create an emotional connection with the two, and try to force something. And at the end, it's kind of like, I guess we got here somehow. Yeah, I guess we're here. It's like, you don't care about that. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Also, I think the overall pacing is just absolutely terrible. Like, for example, I remember this scene. It was pretty vivid. It's like Mario and Peach, they were talking. They were having this little emotional moment where it's like, I'm frustrated right now. And then Mario's like, can I be frustrated with you? And then they just kick each other, la la la. And then immediately, not even 20 seconds later, we see the Lumas come back. And I'm like, already? Like, the movie doesn't let you sink. It doesn't let you breathe. And I hate when movies don't let you breathe and aren't fun. These movies usually aren't fun when they don't let you breathe and just take in the emotional moment. Especially this movie needed an emotional moment. It doesn't let you breathe. You don't connect with Peach and Rosa as sisters. You don't connect to Mario and Peach's relationship because all that boils down to is Luigi trying to hype up Mario. Mario trying to do something. Like, there's this moment at the end where Mario sacrifices himself so he can fight Bowser and Bowser Jr., right? But the problem with this, it doesn't fit. It doesn't work because you pretty much have built up, there's nothing. You pretty much built up an anthill and expect me to cry like I'm at a mountain. Like it's like a peak. I can't cry to that. I can't be even emotional to that. I'm just indifferent. I'm like, oh, this is where it's going. Okay, mom. Okay. And these references these movies are doing is actually just annoying at this point. So not only we got Honey Hive Galaxy reference, we got a Space Junk Galaxy reference that doesn't go anywhere. We got Baby Mario, Baby Luigi reference that doesn't go anywhere. The problem with this movie, they do too many references that is supposed to lead to a plot point in the movie, and it's not utilized to the point where it's fun. It's utilized because we have to make a reference here. How can we utilize this reference in the movie? That's what they thought about this movie was. Overall, man, this movie this got me like disappointed. I think it could have been a great movie. I think a lot of people agree that this could have been a great movie, but Illumination just soiled it, and I don't understand how they messed this up. It was a good first movie. How do you mess up the second one? I would say bad pacing. I would say, bad just representation of time. And just the overall, just the plot just didn't interest me. I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 personally. And that's all I got for you today. And I'll see you later. See you guys.